Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday, happy Groundhog's Day, and Happy New Year. So this is my first live video of 2025, and there's going to be a lot more to come. The reason I'm talking to you today is I want to give you some updates as to what's going on the farm. So right now I'm down here in the Caribbean, just taking a little vacation. I'll be back soon, but the farm will be open officially. The farm will be open March 20th, first day of spring. But I'm going to be down there sooner, which will be March 3rd, and I'll be in the greenhouse planting the seeds and getting everything started for the season. So while I'm there, we're going to also take meat, poultry, fish, pork, and everything else orders that you've grown accustomed to purchasing. Okay, I'm getting a little note that I got a slow connection here. I mean, I don't understand why. I got this Wi-Fi extender. I'm up on the 5th floor of this hotel, and every year I got to get a Wi-Fi extender to get Wi-Fi. Let me just give you a quick glimpse of what I'm looking at right now. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or jealous or anything. It's just a little vacation I try to take every year to get recharged and come back with a brand new attitude. I get excited when I return to the farm to get stuff growing again. It's just amazing. And to doing all the things that we do. So I'm going to get into that in a second, but let me show you what the view is here. So, yes, that's what I'm doing right now. Yes, not bad. But I gotta tell you, down here, food is amazing. The fruit, I'm eating fresh fruit every single day, but fresh tropical fruit. Papaya, mango, borajo, maracuya, chantadoros. Stuff I never heard of. And it's all freaking delicious. You've heard of lychee nuts, right? Lychee nuts? These things are freaking amazing. Let me show you. Oh, I don't have any more. This lychee nut, it's a fruit like this, about this size. About this size. It's got all these hairy things coming out of it. You cut it open, and you take out this. It's an oval, cylindrical oval, and you pop it in your mouth. It's super sweet. Once you've ingested all that sweetness, now you're at the lychee nut. It's like 2 for 1. It's freaking amazing. The fruit down here is incredible. And it's all over the Caribbean, so I gotta recommend, if you love fruit, come down to the Caribbean and enjoy it. I mean, this fruit is so healthy for you too. You take a bite of it and you almost feel the health. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, and you know me, I'm super excited about produce. And here, I can get my own mangoes. I walk up the road to the mango tree, I just drop mangoes, I take and put them in. Right over here, there's a pumpkin tree. A coconut tree. I don't know why it's a pumpkin. It's a coconut tree. They're not quite ripe yet, but there's fresh fruit everywhere here. I went over to my friend's house the other day. He showed me his backyard. It's not like the backyards we have. It's pretty vast. He said, yeah, right over there, that's my banana tree. Okay. He said, I'm looking at this giant 6-foot bunch of bananas. He said, we'll have fresh bananas in about 3 weeks. Amazing. Like we grow kale. They're growing bananas in their backyards. Obviously it takes up more space. Like we grow apples or blueberries or something like that. They're growing bananas. So it's amazing. The fruit down here is amazing. I'm also eating a lot of mangosteen fruit, which is incredible. It's called mangosteen. You might want to look it up. It doesn't grow in the USA. My entire life, I love this stuff because I used to drink the juice. And my entire life, everything I read said that mangosteen only grew in Malaysia. And if you look it up in Google, it'll say it only grows in Malaysia. And 3 years ago when I was down here, I saw it in a supermarket. Oh my God, this is mangosteen. I can't believe it. It was the first time I had actually eaten it, but I knew what it looked like. Like I said, I had the juice before. It's the first time I had eaten the fruit. Now, when I'm in the mountain town, Medellin, they call it, when I'm in that mountain city in the mountains, they also call that city the land of eternal springtime. It's always springtime there. It gets to 80 during a hot day, and it can get low as like 60 at night. But it's always springtime, always amazing. And they have a lot of fruit there too. It's an incredible town. So I go to this place. It's a giant farmer's market. You might have seen the videos that I posted, and it's called Mayorista. But then they'll have another farmer's market, which is not quite as big. They call that Minorista. Mayorista, Minorista. So I go to both those places and get stuff wholesale, bulk. The mangosteen is a little expensive, but they're also giving me the gringo price. They're not giving me the indigenous price. So, but whatever, I'm on vacation. So I'll pay a couple pesos more. Okay, anyway, that's that. So I recommend anywhere in the Caribbean, the fruit is amazing. Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff coming up here. I will be opening the farm officially March 20th. And by the way, happy Groundhog's Day if I didn't wish it to you already. Groundhog Day says 6 more weeks of winter, which is about right. It's nothing new. Nobody should be upset about that. It is what it is. It's probably actually going to be a little bit more, but March 20th we will officially open. But I will be in the greenhouse. Hey everybody, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. But I will be in the greenhouse working the week of the 3rd of March 3rd. So at that time we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. In the greenhouse, you know what I'm doing. I'm getting everything started for all the plants and stuff for the field in April. So got to get that stuff done quick. So while I'm there, I'm going to be taking meat orders. So you can order your meat, poultry, fish, etc. Also at that time, I hope to have, I can't guarantee this, but I hope to have the cheeses, the Parmesan Reggiano, the mozzarella, the goat cheese. We're going to try to get the raw cow milk and raw goat milk in. That might be a little problem for the first week, but we'll be able to get it throughout the week. So don't worry about that. We will be able to get it. Olive oil, I hope, is still coming. I texted Dominic the other day. He's our Italian olive oil supplier, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet. I hope that it got through customs by now. You know, we had a problem last year. I ordered 10 cases. I could only get 1 case. So I still have that 10 cases on order. I hope I can get that. If not, I'll have to find another source of it, because you guys know my olive oil is amazing. I see there's quite a few people joining in here. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. So anyway, so hopefully I will have as much as possibly can when we unofficially open, which is the week of the 3rd. You could put your orders in starting the 3rd. I'm going to text everybody when we're closer to that date. It's only 5-6 weeks away, folks. So one thing you can rest assured on: when I do lives early in the season, it means spring is close. So take joy in that. All right, so some of the things that we have going on are, we're going to have some fun at the farm this year. We have, of course, the volunteer program. If you want to join the volunteer program, it's an awesome program. Not only are you going to learn how to garden or how to farm, which you can reduce to your yard, reduce everything you've on this level, reduce that down to apply to your backyard and your garden. And you'll also eat a big box. You'll get a big box of produce every week. Starting in May are the pickups, and they go till, for the CSA for the volunteer workers, till November. The CSA members get the same thing, but they start in May and end the first week of October, and they pay for it. You're getting it for your labor. 6 hours a week, once a week. That's all we ask. And you can do it any day that you want. It's an amazing program. Some people who want to garden don't even bother to garden in their own garden. They do the volunteer program and they take advantage of all the food that they're going to get from me. Some folks still like to do it anyway, though. So the variety, all you folks know what the huge variety of what I grow here. Plus I import stuff too. So we always have a huge variety of things. And by the way, our fruit production will be up this year because I purchased more blueberry plants, more blueberry plants, more red raspberry plants, more gold raspberry plants, more strawberry plants, more fig trees. So we got so much going on at the farm, and it's all about the fruit. Listen, everybody loves the vegetables that I grow, but I like to have more fruit production. I'm already starting to gather seeds from the watermelon that I eat down here, because this watermelon is amazing. It's so full of seeds. So I'm going to be growing that from the seeds that I get here. You guys remember how delicious it was last year. And we'll be doing that again. And plus watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, all that stuff we're going to have for you. And we're going to be starting all of that in the greenhouse the first week of March. Same time I will be taking meat, poultry, fish, pork orders. So let's all take advantage of that. That's going to be amazing. So the volunteer program, if you're interested, just shoot me a text. Tell me you're interested, and we'll get you on a schedule, because that is great. Now, you're going to start in the greenhouse with me in the beginning. That's going to be 6 hours a week. 6 hours in the greenhouse can be a little tedious, a little bit boring, because you're just putting seeds in the flats. It gets a little boring. So bring some music, what have you, or we'll put some music on, whatever. And also, when you're doing tedious work like that, the greenhouse sometimes gets up to about 120 degrees. We've got to open all the windows and doors to drop it down to about 70. But when you're doing tedious work like that and it's hot, you're like bound to fall asleep. So anyway, it's a great program, and that's how the volunteer program starts out, in the greenhouse. And then we start planting in the field in April. And then we have to weed. And then we have to harvest. And then we do pumpkin picking. So it's pretty exciting, because we do all these different kind of things, and it's a great program. And it's every week for the entire season. Now we understand that sometimes, let's say you're scheduled for every Saturday, and you have a wedding one Saturday or one Sunday, and you can't make it. Okay, come in Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. We're open every day, so you can switch your days around. So it's extremely flexible. So we just ask a few things, that you're on time or early for your shift, because if you're late, then other people are waiting for you. That's just not fair. So if you're one of these people that are always late, make yourself come in 15 minutes early, just so you're on time. Anyway, so it's a great program. If you want to be involved, shoot me a text. Now we have some other stuff going on too, which I'm pretty excited about. You know, we have the gardening classes every year. Excuse me. These are a series of 4 gardening classes, starting in April and going into May. Now the dates are April 5th, that's a Saturday, April 19th, that's a Saturday, May 4th and May 18th, those are both Sundays. The reason we mix it up is some people, people have always complained to me over the years, I can't do it on Saturday, can you do it on Sunday? So I switched it up. Now if you attend all 4 of these classes, because all of these classes are in conjunction with what's happening in your garden at that time, if you do all 4 of those classes, you'll be a master gardener. And then plus you're going to get a certificate of completion. But for example, April 5th is garden prep and planting some things. So at the end of that class, you'll be able to purchase some of the things that you need for your garden, go home and take care of it, get it prepped, and then when you come back the 19th, which is another Saturday, then we talk about what you can plant then, because you'll be able to plant depending on the weather, and usually the weather has changed quite a bit by then. You can start planting some other things. Then when you come back for the 3rd class, which is May 4th, that's a Sunday, that pertains to exactly what's going on in your garden at that time. Now, first week of May, second week of May, that's warm weather crops. So that's your tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, zucchini, cucumbers, all your fun stuff, all the stuff you love growing. That's when we get into that, and we start talking. I start giving you tips and tricks and all the shortcuts that I know to make you a more successful gardener. I'm going to share all of that stuff with you. Listen, guys, I've been doing this for 18 years on this property that you all know of. I have learned a hell of a lot of things that make my job easier. You don't want to work harder, you want to work smarter. I'm going to share all that wisdom, all that knowledge with you. And it's just a great program. And then the 18th, you come back May 18th, that's another Sunday, and that is an extremely important class because that class is all about the control of the insects that are going to be attacking your garden. And it will happen. First year gardeners, not so much. But if it's your second year and on, you're going to be attacked by these insects and you have to deal with them. And you have to deal with them safely. You can't be killing everything else out there. And I'm going to explain to you how to do that in a very safe manner for the other creatures and the environment too. You don't want to decimate the entire population of living things just so you can have a tomato. We got to be responsible about these things. And I teach you all about that. So it's a great class. It's 4 incredible classes that's going to make you a successful gardener. So for example, if you do the volunteer program, you do the gardening program, you'll be doing my job in no time. Anyway, that's what we have planned for you there. Plus, the last Sunday of every month at noon are honeybee classes. Now, if you want to learn how to be a beekeeper, or if you're just afraid of honeybees or any kind of bees and you want to cure that fear, or you're just curious, come to that class. Because I take care of not only your curiosity, I cure your fear. Well, maybe I don't cure your fear, but I give you the tools to cure the fear yourself. The tools and knowledge to cure your fear yourself. And I'll give you the tools and knowledge to be your own beekeeper. And by tools, I don't mean I'm going to give you stuff. It's all in here. So the whole thing, you folks, you all know what I'm about. And my whole mission, my whole premise of being here at the farm is to make folks' lives better. That's all I want to do. I'm not interested in making a ton of money. I know that's not going to happen. I haven't done that in my whole life. I guess that's not in my DNA. Excuse me. But I can help people to improve their lives with the products that I grow and the education that I give. So, that being said, those are the beekeeping classes the last Sunday of every month from April until August at noon. Plus we have the herbal healing walk, which is really cool. We do that 3 months out of the year. We do that in April, June, and September. Now the reason we do that only 3 times a season is because those are the 3 detectable changes that we see in the indigenous plants on the farm, actually around the farm. And those are also the apparent changes that you can see of the plants. For example, so in April, you're going to see the cool weather plants. And then in June, you're going to see the warm weather plants. And we're going to explain to you all about those crops that we cultivate, that we plant, and the herbal healing that they give to you, the healing benefits that they offer. And including the indigenous plants, like some of the stuff that's here in the spring is not there in June. For example, cleaver outcompetes, or purple nettle. Purple dead nettle outcompetes mugwort in the spring. But then the purple dead nettle dies and up comes the mugwort. So the mugwort you can see in June. So all these different things transform the entire landscape of the farm. So you see how things change, and we explain all of the health benefits to you. So if you come to those 3 herbal healing walks, it's a heck of a time. And sometimes, depending on availability, we will have a harvest. You buy a bag for $5 or $10, you fill it up with whatever you can harvest, and take it home and eat it. Okay, so that's that. The herbal healing walk and the beekeeping class, plus we have Kids Fun Farm Day. That date is, what's that date? June 21st, that's a Sunday. That's from 10 to 2 or 3. Reason I say 2 or 3, because there's no exact time limit on it. When we're done, we're done. But it starts at 10. You gotta be here on time for that. And what we do, we start off with a big picture of everybody. Nice big group photo. And then we get into, we do a composting, how to make a worm farm. These are the things the kids are gonna learn. We also do a quick beekeeping class. Then we do some photo cutouts, coloring, a snack time, sack races, hay rides. It's just a heck of a day. And we have a segment where we have, the kids are real excited throughout the whole time. We do kids yoga to calm them down a little bit for a short period of time. So it's a heck of a day, and it is a dad and child event, or mom and child event. It's a parent and child event. So you guys got to come together. Don't just bring the kids, leave them off, because it's designed to be a parent-child event. And it's a really good one. We did it last year. The day we did it, we had like 30 cancellations. We still had a hell of a great day, because there's a lot of people that came. But we had like 30 cancellations because there was a heat wave that day. So, but the people that decided to come were fine, because 90% of the stuff that we do, the events that we do that day, are in the shade. So it was nice and cool for everybody. Plus we've got tons of water for you. We keep everybody hydrated. So safety is a big concern too. But that's a hell of a day. If you want to get involved with that, that's the 21st of June. That's a Sunday, and it starts at 10 o'clock. Then on a normal basis, now last year, and I have to speak to Dr. Melissa about this, last year we did kids yoga every last Sunday of the month at 10:30. Now I'm going to talk to Dr. Melissa to make sure that we can do that again this year. Hopefully that'll be okay with her. Her schedule will be free for that. So, because she's awesome. The kids love her, and she really gives a great class. It's a great session. So we'll do that too. And so that's the herbal healing walk, the beekeeping classes, or the honeybee classes, the kids yoga, and all this stuff is going to be posted and talked about. Kids yoga, Kids Fun Farm Day, herbal healing walk, gardening classes, beekeeping classes. What else we got? Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something. But just to reiterate, and with the volunteer program, shoot me a text, and if you have any questions, then we'll get you going. The thing about the volunteer program is it's good for the community, because each person that I have do the volunteer program, that eliminates payroll. Each time I eliminate payroll, that drops the price of things. Prices of everything are so expensive now. 2 years ago, a 3-liter tin of olive oil wholesale was $15, 14 and change. This year, a 3-liter extra virgin olive oil tin is now almost $30. That's freaking nuts. But it is what it is. So if I can eliminate paying out in one area, I can lower the price in another area. So all these things, and as I said, you guys know me. You know I'm trying to do the best I can for you to improve your lives. I'm just trying to keep prices down, keep you educated, trying to make your lives a little bit better, as I have made my life better through this farm and all the things I do. Comes around, goes around. So anyway, that's pretty much the whole gist of what I wanted to talk to you about. I hope you're not too cold up there. And if you are, don't worry, because pretty soon it's going to be nice and warm. We're going to be back into the whole swing of summer. You're going to be complaining that it's too hot. But listen, the last 2 years, we have had many incredibly beautiful days. Days where people were coming to the farm and just saying, my God, what a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Last 2 years. It's been amazing. So that's it, guys. Good to talk to you. I see a bunch of you stopped in. Thank you for coming in and checking me out. And we'll see you the week, or hear from you at least, the week of March 3rd. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you later. It's been so long since I